I want to dive into something that I think a lot of us have either experienced or seen up close. Why people seem to be drawn to toxic relationships more than healthy ones. It's a bit of a mind bender, right? I mean, you'd think we'd all want relationships that make us feel good, support us, and help us grow, but somehow, toxic relationships keep pulling people in, and it's like a vicious cycle that's hard to break. First off, let's be real. There's something almost addictive about toxic relationships. They're intense, unpredictable, and can give you that crazy adrenaline rush that comes with drama and conflict. In a weird way, it's like a roller coaster you can't get off. The highs are really high and the lows are really low, and that constant up and down can be strangely compelling. It's like you're always on your toes, and that intensity can feel like passion, even though it's really just chaos. But here's the thing, that intensity isn't love. It's a mix of emotions, fear, excitement, anxiety, and maybe a little bit of hope that keeps you hooked. And because it's so consuming, it's easy to mistake it for a deep connection. The truth is, toxic relationships often play into our insecurities. If you're used to feeling like you're not enough or that you need to prove your worth, a toxic partner who keeps you guessing or constantly challenges you can feel like a weird sort of validation. It's like if you can just fix things or make them happy, then you'll finally be worthy. But let me tell you, that's a trap. Healthy relationships, on the other hand, might seem boring by comparison. There's no drama, no constant push and pull. It's steady, it's calm, it's supportive. And for some people, especially if you've been in toxic relationships before, that can actually be unsettling. When you're used to chaos, peace can feel unfamiliar, even scary. You might start to think, is this it? Shouldn't there be more excitement? But that's just your mind playing tricks on you. Another reason people might gravitate towards toxic relationships is because of patterns they've learned early on. If you grew up seeing dysfunctional relationships, that might be what you recognize as normal. Even if it's unhealthy, it's familiar, and sometimes people cling to what they know rather than stepping into something unknown, even if that something is healthier. And let's not forget about the impact of media. Movies, TV shows, and even some songs romanticize toxic dynamics, making it seem like love has to be this dramatic, all-consuming thing. We see characters who fight, break up, make up, and go through hell, but in the end, they're meant to be. It sends a message that toxicity is just part of the package when it comes to love, and that can warp our expectations. But let me tell you something, healthy relationships are where it's at. They might not have the constant drama or the crazy highs and lows, but what they do have is a real, lasting connection. They give you space to grow, to be yourself, and to be with someone who genuinely has your back. There's nothing more powerful than being in a relationship where you feel seen, heard, and loved for who you are, not for what you can do for someone else or how much chaos you can endure. So, why do people keep choosing toxic over healthy? Sometimes it's about what feels familiar. Sometimes it's about mistaking intensity for love. And sometimes it's just not knowing what a healthy relationship looks like. But here's the good news. You can break the cycle. You can choose peace over chaos, security over anxiety, and real love over the illusion of it. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Have you ever found yourself drawn to a toxic relationship? What do you think makes them so addictive? Let me know in the comments below.